reception will be good. All right. Here we are. We're on. Gavin Lance top here with a mighty man, Ben Brizzi, a great husband just from a great family, a legendary boxing family in Melbourne, Victoria, who actually promoted my first dozen amateur fights. So always being indebted to you, mate, and your family. But, mate, thanks for jumping on today. Mate, can I ask, what was life like prior to the Man Alive experience?
Mate, I was just in a never-ending rut. I was stuck. I was just, as so many people say, I was going through the motions, and I just let life dictate to me, and I fell into a job at the bank after I left school because I failed the HSC by 1 mark.
Yeah.
And that was just through being lazy, through being comfortable. I was at the bank for 9 years because I was too scared to take any leaps, to take any bounds, or to really see what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
Then I jumped into another job and another job and another job. And that's just been the way life has been, mate. Just, going through the motions each day, earning a paycheck, and just, as I said, stuck in a never-ending cycle of just go to work, come home grumpy, go to sleep grumpy, get up grumpy, and mate, that's what life has been like, fair dinkum. Not doing anything really to follow my passions or what I wanted to do, and even those questions, Sorry, even asking myself those serious questions about, okay, who am I? What do I really want to do?
Yeah.
I'm getting emotional even saying that.
Yeah.
How's that?
Yeah. Mate, awesome. And that just shows, mate, you're all in. You're all in, heart and all. So, mate, I suppose what happened, because I remember seeing your name come up on one of the book purchases. I go through and have a look from. I thought, hang on a minute. It can't be the same blokes. Can't be this. No way. What happened, mate? Yeah, how did we? Because I remember us having a conversation. What all happened there? It's a while ago.
Mate, no, that's right. I was just going through Instagram one Sunday morning. I was still in bed, and I saw this post and this real rugged looking bloke, and I thought, oh, who's this bloke? I reckon he can probably instill something. I thought, oh, let me see more. And then I went through, and it was talking about, man, if you've got some knackers, and you want to find them again. And, this is some of the approaches with Man Alive and what, what just finding yourself, finding who you are, your passion, not just for you, for your friends, for your family, for your life. And I thought, oh, mate, I've got to grab the book. I've got to see. And then I saw, there was a little bit about your fighting and stuff. And I actually called my dad and I said, do you remember Gavin Top? And he said, yeah, with Spencer Driver. Preston Town Hall, and and Bo Gearing, he was at Footscray, and then when I was reading the book, and you'd fought Felix Stern, and I thought, oh, Gavin was a bit better than I actually thought he was, in terms of fighting as well, mate. And you fought Felix Stern before Daniel Gill and Sam Solomon. Sorry, I don't want to jump off, but mate, they fought Felix Stern when he'd already been around a little bit. You fought him in his prime. And then I thought, hang on, I better take this bloke a little more seriously, But and then when you were talking a little bit more, we had that first conversation about Man Alive, and you did the number test about, where your life is in certain sections, your finances, your relationships, your family, and obviously those sections, and I could see the big differences in terms of the totals, the numbers, the paradigms, and I thought, I really, this is great. I need to, follow this up. So I was a little slow in following that up. I read the book and I thought, no, hang on. Back in October, I thought I really need to, just do something now, or this is just going to be the same cycle every year, and I had to make some changes.
And I suppose, mate, I don't know, but do you remember anything that you heard or that you seen or that got you to say, all right, I'm taking action?
Oh, absolutely. From the posts and reading the posts from men that were in the experience,
Yeah,
and that were relating to you as well,
yeah,
and just about how they felt, and just how they were talking about their emotions and what they were going through. And I
yeah,
thought these guys are like me. But
yeah,
then they were talking about the changes and how they felt, and how they were moving forward, and
yeah,
taking advantage, and just doing more with their lives, and
yeah,
finding their passions. And I thought, that was awesome. I thought, and then guys sending me messages. You
yeah,
were telling them to send me messages. Guys I'd never even met before, giving me encouragement. And mate, I'm going to get emotional again, because I
yeah,
didn't know these blokes.
yeah,
I didn't know them from a bar of soap, and
yeah,
and I thought, what advantages are they going to get from
yeah,
sending me encouragement? And do
yeah,
you need help? Guys like Matt Hanley, I didn't even know him,
yeah,
and he's sending me, calling me Benny. Only mates call
yeah,
me Benny, and I don't let anyone call me Benny, But all these blokes are calling me Benny, and I thought, oh mate, I've got to jump on. I've really got to jump
yeah.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, Matt Henley's a champion bloke. Yeah, it's
Oh
awesome.
mate.
And yeah, you know what? No, I mean, I don't want to get off track here, but he was very similar to you, going through the motions. And all of a sudden, he, obviously went through the Man Alive experience, and because other people encouraged him. So that's what
Yeah.
happens. You just want to help others. So it's amazing.
Yeah.
But mate, I suppose now that I mean, it feels like you've been in it for a year or so, but I know it hasn't.
No,
How long have
four
you
and a
actually
half
been
months.
in?
4.5 months, mate.
Wow,
Just under
there
four
you go.
months. Yeah. Yeah.
And I suppose for the people that are maybe watching or hearing about Man Alive for the first time,
Yeah.
in short, I believe inside every man there's a purpose, there's a mission. We're designed for something. And the big part, particularly the first couple of months, is about
Yeah.
finding that purpose. So, mate, how are you going there?
Good. Good. This has given me the encouragement as well. I
Yeah,
mean, because I had a pretty sure idea, what
yeah,
my purpose was,
yeah,
but always that little man at the back saying, "Hang on, is this really your purpose? Is this
yeah,
really what you want to do, or
yeah,
is there something else?"
yeah,
And so then through the experience, and through the videos, and the tasks,
yeah,
just ensuring that, hang on, I'm on the right track, and
yeah,
I'm actually doing what I want to do. I want to help people. And Man Alive has given me, and keeps giving me, that encouragement to, to,
yeah,
to just, mate, move forward, take
yeah,
that momentum, and don't let any
yeah,
little voices in your head or anyone else kind of talk you out of it,
yeah,
because you're so good at this. And mate,
yeah.
and that's what I mean. Like, I did a conference on the weekend, which I'll explain more about. But just
Yeah,
give me the confidence to say, mate, I'm good at this. I know what
yeah,
I'm good at. I
yeah,
know that I make a difference. I know that I
yeah,
can make changes,
yeah,
and I'm gonna keep going forward. And this has given me the
yeah, yeah,
confidence to do that.
yeah. And I
Yeah,
suppose for people that are watching and said that maybe they're unsure what is this, and I mean just a bit of an outline. Basically, what we do is we have a program to follow that develops you. That aren't, like you said, ask questions that maybe you've never been asked. And of
absolutely.
course tasks, because we might sense we've got to go a certain way, but it's no good if you don't take action. All it is just a fantasy. So, and mate, you've been brilliant at that. You've actually having a vision there, developing that, and then actually taking action. That's where the results are coming. And I mean, obviously, we don't do this on your own. It's always better together. So, I mean, I
Yeah.
suppose, and the Zoom calls and stuff that we do as well. I mean, what's been a highlight, I suppose, through that kind of, through the actual action? What's been a highlight?
Oh, mate, my dream. I'm taking action.
Yeah,
I've got the momentum.
yeah,
I've got the courage to just
yeah,
step out of my shell, to
yeah,
speak to the other guys, to let them
yeah,
know, my experiences. I
yeah,
mean, I can do more, mate. I'll be honest. I could do a
yeah,
lot more. The
yeah,
one thing I don't want to do, and one of your early conversations I remember is saying that, you usually realize at the start, I think, that, you can tell the guys that aren't gonna, that aren't really invested, or probably you'll know that they won't, probably take it further. And I don't want to be that bloke.
No.
And I've always got that little, voice inside saying, don't be that person, know. And that's the Zooms and the tasks. I was just sorry, mate. I don't want to get off track. It's just, as I said, every time I jump on, there's that further nourishment. Every Zoom call, there's that further nourishment.
Yeah.
And every task, as I said, when I just write down, I sit down and I write down. Obviously after each Kajabi video, and speaking to my men, in my accountability group.
Yep.
They're just I'm so lucky, mate. I've got the best 3 or 4 blokes of all time.
Group, mate.
You want to see today, mate? We've just been going off like today. The messages between us, I tell you. It's just there's been heaps. It's just been crazy. It's been.
And
so
I mean,
good.
mate, you know better than anyone. Every fighter needs a cornerman. A cornerman can see, but so many men, just that life is hard. It's a fight. It's sometimes you got to get off the canvas, in life. But that's the whole idea, particularly with these accountability groups. Have a men that are with you, that are for you, that encourage you, that say, "Come on, mate, there's more in you, Benny."
Oh, mate, and as I said, Chris Milligan. I hate to say it. I hate to name people, but oh wow, even the
name them all.
Mate, Jason Riley, Brendan. I think it's Brendan Peck, Matt, and a new bloke, Andrew, as well. And mate, there. I got the best group. I love them. I don't want to split up, mate. I don't want to split us up. I know you will eventually. So okay, get out. But I'm going to be spewing when that happens. I really will. But no.
And I suppose, man, it's great. I'm on the Gold Coast. You're down in Melbourne. There's blokes in the group because now that we're doing it online, man, we've got blokes all, America, UK, Canada, I mean, everywhere. It's amazing. How are you finding that, with men everywhere?
Mate, Jim Bowley, what a man.
Yeah.
What a man. Cole Roddy, what a man.
Yeah.
As I said, I wish I could name more of them, but, wow. No words. They're just, their posts, the encouragement that they send me, after videos, it's just, as I said, this nourishes me. This just it's just okay, all right, bang, beautiful. Thanks, mate. I love your messages. And why would you want to stop after you get an encouragement like that from these blokes? Really.
And I've never met a man who doesn't respond to encouragement. We can always, and that's why we need each other. And like you've heard me say many times, what happens, we don't get that. We end up going the lone wolf, trying to do it on our own and reach average. That's
it.
Average of what we could do. And mate, so you take an action, it's awesome. I mean, mate, you got an amazing wife. I got to meet her. Mate, what has she said, with this, what you're doing?
Oh, mate, when I spoke to her, as I said, every time, like I was thinking about changing jobs just quickly back in October. I was unsure about work before I'd committed to Man Alive. And I was thinking about changing jobs, which would have meant stopping everything, stopping my personals, stopping gym, or slowing it down part-time. She got more upset than me. She didn't want me. She goes, what about your passion? What about your work? What about Ampia Box? And what's going to happen there? And she got anxiety from it because she really could see that I was just going to give it all away.
Wow.
And so then I said, I was talking to her about Man Alive, and I showed her. And she said, this is what you need. This is what will help you. And thank God, straight after that, things started to level up a little bit and to calm down, so I could actually really commit. Speak to John, about the experience, and answer some questions. So she's been 120% really. She's behind me all the way, mate. Whatever decisions I make. She's my best corner man, mate. She really is.
That's good, mate. Yeah, that's amazing. So, mate, there's going to be a lot of men that are going to identify with what you said at the start. Man, just going through the motions, just Groundhog Day. Whoop. And can you hear me, mate? reception might be playing up. So
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry, mate.
all good. So there's gonna be a lot of people, a lot of men. They're going to identify and say, "Man, hang on a minute. I feel like I'm in a rut. I've just been going through the motions, mate." What would you say to those men?
Oh, look, just commit. You know, just commit. You will see that you will get the answers that you need. You'll get the momentum and the confidence and the encouragement that you just need, and the help just to really, you know, the advice that you'll get just to really, you know, start taking action in the areas that you really need, and those blind spots that you might have, and you know, the confidence, you know, you're just sure that you're not sure about, you know, taking action. Just sign up and really, you know, go for it, because you'll really start to see the benefits. And you know, even if it might take you, you know, a few weeks, just to really commit and go all in, because that's when you'll really just start to see change. Just even little pockets here and there, you'll start to see little changes, and then those little changes become bigger and a little bigger again. And that's what I'm finding at the moment, just all these little changes here and there, and just really start to build that momentum. And now, mate, as I said, it's going to be a great year, mate. It's been a great year already, but it's just getting better.
Yeah, and mate, I've got to mention. So in May as well, you're all locked in, mate. You're coming up to do our 3-day rite of passage up the Gold Coast.
That's it. I'm getting me
out to the Gold Coast. So, mate, I mean, you don't even know what we're going to do. That's what I love. Being just like, I'm in. This is awesome.
That's it. I'll be carrying me wet leg around with me if we got to run in the water. I sent a message just saying, you know, what's going to happen there? But if you see me running around with a second leg on my shoulder, okay, I'm getting a mouth guard made up, mate. I've done 5 minutes of steps at the gym this morning, because I know these Columbic stairs might be in the go. I tell you, mate, it was the hardest 5 minutes of all time, mate. Should have seen the sweat. The sweat was flying off me. I tell you, I thought, oh, come on. I tell you what, if I'm going to do these stairs, but no, really looking forward to it. Just meeting all the guys as well, mate. You know, Troy and all these other blokes, mate. I just hope they don't mind. I'm going to give them all hugs, you know, because it just,
mate. They'll be fine.
So
good.
Grouse blokes.
But mate, really, thank you for coming on here and being so rigorously honest, mate, and sharing your heart. Hey, everyone who's watching, can we give Benny give him some encouragement? Leave him a comment. If you know somebody that'll be inspired by Ben's story, tag him in it, share this. And even jump on our YouTube channel and our podcast. We've got, mate, what about this? Our podcast, we started in the first week in 10 countries. Amazing. So we're changing the world one man at a time. Thank you, mate. I want to say massive thanks. Say hello to your wife and your dad.
I will. Thanks, mate.
Over and out.